Yo, this your boy Taryn the Black. Uh, come to you Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Day after my my viewing of Superman. Man, it's been a long weekend, man. Y'all can't tell. Start this up, music back up. So hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend. I hope everybody had a good vacation. I slightly did suffer a situation going on that went along with my mom going to the hospital. That was like a little bittersweet, but thank God she's okay and everything. She just need to get rest or whatnot. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Um, Six Flags. Somebody said Six Flags. You can tell I'm tired. Superman came out yesterday, like I mentioned. Got some news on YouTube front. How they about to redo the whole monetization when it comes to I just it's a whole monetization talk. Got a little bit more stuff. Some John Major news. Kareem Stephens back in the news. It's, and a lot more 4th of July talk. Just we got a decent size show and everything. But I want to start right now just to talk about Superman a little bit more. I did a review this morning. For some reason, my intro wasn't in that review. I don't know what was going on, but I'm gonna keep it up. I'm not gonna do anything about it. It's just growing pains. I did that review like straight off the dome right before I went to work. I didn't have time to really just pay attention to what was going on. So I take the L on that. Um, Shout out to my new subscribers, by the way. I meant to say that. Got a lot more new subscribers and stuff. Shout out to everybody that showed up, that supported your boy. But back to Superman, right? Apparently, there's this in the critic space. This movie is quite divisive. You have at one point you have people who just generally like the movie. Like the audience score right now, you go look at Rotten Tomatoes, and right now these are probably the most because I believe I end up watching this movie because of Amazon Prime. They had a fan screening for Amazon Prime members. So the only way you could do the Amazon Prime watch is you had to buy the tickets through Fandango. If people don't know, Fandango is connected with Rotten Tomatoes. I believe they own a portion or something like that. They got a business arrangement. So all these verified ratings are actually fans and people from the fans on the audience side, or people that watch the movie. They with like the fan watch party or whatever, the Prime watch party. So this is what they think of it. The disconnect is from the critics to the YouTube people to the there's a divide between the Zack Snyder Superman Justice League, those fans and critics and stuff, and the regular comic book fans, and like the Donna cut, like the Christopher Reeves Superman fans, which I mean nobody's gonna be able to beat that Superman. I mean that's a standard of how a Superman should be played. Just like Hugh Jackman is a standard of how Logan should be played, the mannerisms, how he personified that role. Crystal Reeves personified Superman, and my humble opinion, like I think in this day and age, it's gonna be really hard for Superman to actually be a uniter, just because of how so many people see. So, because like here's the thing, You got some Superman fans, and a lot of them are like a lot of them have an idea of what Superman is supposed to be. If you deviate that with a story that's not like the Superman they know, they're gonna just downgrade 3 or 4 points off top. Then you got some people that want that doesn't believe in Superman being the symbol of America and stuff like that. If he shows that, they're gonna dock it 4 points. Then you have Snyder Cut folks. Anybody that's not Zack Snyder running it, they just gonna dock for 4 points. So it's always gonna be divisive, and it's sad, man, because like I really like this movie. I'm coming from a standpoint of comic book fan, DC animated universe fan. Um, just I just enjoyed that, and a lot of the quips and the jokes and stuff that people complain about. That was all in the DC animated universe, the Justice League Unlimited, the Batman animated series, the Superman animated series, all that stuff. With Dwayne McDuffie helped writing and stuff. That was the that was my. I come home from school. I put on at one point I believe it was like WB or whatever, WB Kids or whatever. And just watch. And it used to be like a whole line of them. And then when Batman came out first, and Batman like that show won Emmys for like writing and I want to say the soundtrack fire. Batman anime series soundtrack is fire. Same with Superman anime series, and like I loved everything about this just because I grew up coming home from school watching that. Like same with like X-Men. Like it was a point where the four big shows you could watch as a kid. I grew up. I born in the '80s, grew up in the '90s. The the four shows was Spider Man, Batman, Superman, X Men. Then eventually became like Superman kind of went the wayside to Justice League and Justice League Unlimited and stuff. And I'm telling you, like, it, I don't agree with a lot of the negative. They say, well, it was too many people, too many other like meta humans around. To me, that makes sense because like if y'all know the history of like the Superman, the whole DC universe, Superman kind of comes in the middle of a lot of other people's storylines. He became prominent as becoming like the Man of Steel and everything, becoming because like when he's in high school, like Batman's already a grown man doing crime fighting and already have like Robin and I think Robin. I want to say Dick Grayson Robin, be honest with you. So when Superman shows up, he's he's already established. I want to say he's like year 7 or 8 that time. I mean, Dick Grayson is about to become Nightwing, and then like it's around that whole standpoint. He already done like what's up, Cutting Edge. So Superman actually comes in. He actually changed the game because, like, I think Wonder Woman was already established, but she wasn't. I think she was like in Central City and something like that. Flash, I don't think Flash even. He came a little bit later after when Superman become established. Like, so basically, this story is set when Superman's already established, which they said in the trailers and in the synopsis of the whole movie. So it makes sense for like a Green Lantern. Mr. Terrific, I don't really too much know his story, even though like the dude who played Mr. Terrific stole the show, man. He like if y'all need if you, he has a future. Like the dude who played Mr. Terrific played in X-Men his Edie Gathagri or something like that. I can't pronounce. I'm not gonna try to front like that. But like he played in X-Men First Class. He was oh, what was that dude name? What was his name? He the one that could. Oh, Darwin. He was Darwin in X-Men First Class. He was younger though. So man, he stole. He had about 5 scenes that he just stole the scenes. I like what Rachel Brosnahan, man. She was great. She's a great Lois. She's top 3 Lois right now, hands down. Um, I just like Nicholas Hoult was very good as so they like I said, they took a lot of the tropes from I ain't say tropes, the character type archetypes from mixture of the comic Silver Age, Silver to Bronze Age, Superman stuff with how Lex Luthor, because he's a mixture of, I said this in a review, he's a mixture of Gene Hackman RP, um, Gene Hackman in animated, and Kevin Spacey, a little bit of Kevin Spacey. Like he wore the stuff that Kevin Spacey and Gene Hackman wore, like the suit with the he had a whole get up as like Lex Luthor would be wearing. So like it's a lot of cool Easter eggs for like spit. You got Easter egg. I say this because if y'all don't know like old school Easter eggs from like Super Friends, you got a whole bunch of old school stuff, and it all of it just worked for me, man. Because like a year 3 Superman, I could kind of get what his like with everything that happened with him. I kind of get all that, but like the problem, a lot of reviewers don't like James Gunn, just his style of directing in a way. They're just not gonna like it because I'm seeing a lot of people who really don't like this movie. Like the Brit, like from across the pond, they don't really like. I think his line of comedy is just goofy, and I mean that's you gonna get that when it comes to like our comedy and their comedy is gonna be slightly different. They do a lot of dry humor and sarcastic humor. I mean, British are known for the British and especially French. They known for like the dry, sarcastic stuff. And James Gunn's more silly, upbeat. A little quippy, like. But like then again, if he's inspired by the DCAU, that's all over the place, and that's all over the place. The right now, like Mr. Terrific, Edie's character and Crypto stole the show in the movie, and I'm telling you, like, don't be surprised you start seeing a lot of Crypto toys come around. Like they have a matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. They have a drone, which is actually pretty cool. Hey. Let's see. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Let's see. All right. Let these ads go.
Is Shardimus Prime here doing another reveal video talking about the Hot Toys David Corn Sweat Superman and Crypto 2-pack 1/6 scale collectible figure.
Oh, that's not it. I'll go back. Hold on, I'm doing this off the fly. I saw like a little drone. It's Facebook. Let me see videos. All right, here we go.
All right, so coming to us on Heroes and Villains, we got another Superman movie reveal here. Spin Master is going to be coming out with them steadily. Crypto on his own with a propeller, a little helicopter on him. It's called the Flying Crypto here. So apparently you can charge it up and he will fly for about 4 to 7 minutes, and then you can manually stop it if you don't want it chasing your dog or cat around the neighborhood, which is pretty cool, actually. I think I might pick this one up and have some fun with it. What else can I tell you guys? Going for retail price, $29.99. I haven't seen it go up yet, but I'm sure it's hitting retail stores. Some of you have dropped some comments below about some of the Spin Masters.
I might get them.
Of course, in the USA, right? Depending on what area you're located. But yeah, pretty cool. This looks great. So how do you charge it? It's not battery operated, USB cable. So that's pretty cool, actually. No need to waste money on.
So yeah, these toys gonna fly off the shelf. These gonna probably be collectors. Be real with you. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Like I saw. I don't think it's out yet, but I saw somebody preview it on some other channel. I mean, just cool stuff like that is gonna, like I said, that's gonna be sell. That's the new Baby Yoda. Be real with you. If y'all know anything about Star Wars and like merchandise and stuff, that's gonna be a hot seller. Like my theater was packed, and every time Crypto's on the screen and he do something funny or whatever, I mean, people ate it up. It was crazy. So and he's relatable. Like the whole dynamic between him and his dog, man, that's Americana 101. So I like it. And that's about it on that. Like go watch my review if you really, and I might do a spoiler review probably Saturday night. I might talk about it a little bit on, I might do that like Saturday or Sunday. It'll be out Monday or whatever. But yeah, I won't really break down like what I really like, because it's a lot of like Easter eggs. And James Gunn. Now I found out something about James Gunn too, which is crazy. Like he has like in Guardians 1 and 2, he has like a hidden code that kind of explains the story. Like people don't found out. It's a whole dark. I ain't gonna say dark web. There's a whole like wormhole on like people going in, figuring out all the hidden codes and stuff. I feel like this movie got a lot of it too, because like he loves doing the Easter egg. Like it's a lot of Easter eggs. It was I saw a couple Easter eggs where like it was reference to Gotham City a couple times. It was reference to like Central City. If you know what Central City is, that's where Flash from. It's a lot of I saw a couple of like other villains, like little slide things like on a computer screen that you got to really pay attention on. I being a Game of Thrones fan, especially, you train your eye to look at things. Like if there's something going on, like with dialogue, it was a long, drawn out dialogue session. Look and pay attention to other things that they might be doing this long diatribe for a reason. I've trained myself to look at movies that way. So it was a lot of stuff. Like I really can't wait for this to get on like 4K. I'm definitely getting this still, but 4K. That's how much I like this movie. But that's enough of that. I have a whole review on that. Check it out. I hope y'all like my thumbnails. I did. I try to catch the magic on that. Enough of that. So as of July 15th, the YouTube is dropping a hammer on AI content. So what that means. Let me see if this. Hold up. That's it. So I saw another content creator. It's been going on all around X. So basically, what they're saying is like there's a lot of AI YouTube channels that just like if you go and try, let's say you want to look up history of, I don't know, history of the Diddy trial or something like that. Like just somebody will just have a whole AI quip of like they'll get a whole bunch of stories and just throw it in the AI blender and let the AI speak, like tell the whole story, and they'll do a short on it or whatever. I TikTok is known for doing that a lot, and you know they and a lot of these creators that have been doing that been getting the bag. So it's got to a point where now a lot of matter of fact, I almost got caught up in this that whole story about basketball player Chris Webber and all them. Chris Webber and Doug Christie was you know, and his wife, that it was a whole bunch of situations with that. It was a whole bunch of AI stories. And yeah, it seemed believable. Like it kept on hitting up because like they used like footage of the Christie's and them and his wife's like basketball wives and all kinds of stuff. They were using all kinds of footage on that, and almost had me convinced. I almost did a story on that, but some told me, hey, and then like I think like Corey Holcomb did, like he ripped on just on the whole premise of that story, not necessarily getting into the details of if it's true or not, but just talking about the premise of your homeboy messing around with your wife type stuff. He was just talking about on that end, and thank God he didn't go deep because like they could have sued that man. They could sue a lot and probably, but it's so many AI content channels that just throw so much stuff out there, and it get to a point that you'll believe it's true. So basically, what this is they trying to combat that with the monetization policy and everything, which I like. Only problem I have really is hopefully it won't affect like the React, because my channel is pretty much a React story review, and sometimes when football season happen, I'm gonna do more sports and stuff, which we want but stay tuned on that. We'll have more. I was just talking to Zeus this morning actually. We you know, trying to link up on that. We'll have more on that in the coming days or whatnot. So I'm welcoming of this change because that like the AI stuff will take away. Hey, how you doing, sir? The AI stuff will take away from the actual content and whatnot. And honest got truth though, I appreciate it, man. Shout out to people on Kick, man. Salute to everybody on Kick and everything. So I think this is gonna be beneficial for what's happening. Oh shit. Damn. Oh, that's crazy. There's a police. Nah, it's some stuff going on with it's close, too close. Appreciate. Tap the like button. Yeah, I'm good now. Nah, it's just I got a public service. You know, one of them public service things on the phone. You know how it go. However, okay, back on this. Like, I've welcomed this because you can get caught up in the AI stuff. Yeah, Alvarado, you saw that too. Yeah, it's random. It's random corner CP3. Salute to CP3, man. That's literally like, man, my family from out there, man. That's like legit. You know, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, what's up, Melda? What's up, Odom? Yeah, I got the same one. Yeah. So hey, that's damn honest not true. Alfredo touched 287 to 45, so it's I mean he could go all the way straight down to y'all. Yeah, that's crazy. Man, pray for that. Man, let me see what's going on. Man, it got me worried now. Let me see what's happening here. We might got breaking news. Let's see. We got nothing new on that. We'll see it later on. Let's see where I'm at. Well, bam. Hey, link is a link pin. Make sure I want to make sure it's a link pin on the YouTube side if y'all want to come up, because I got some conversational stuff if y'all want to. All right, cool. I got some conversation stuff. So yeah. I'm live on both. Yeah, I'm live on both YouTube and Kick. If y'all not YouTube and Kick. So all right. Shout out to Duncanville on Jonathan Major, man. Shout out to Duncanville on. But damn, everybody hitting me up. All right. This is crazy. This is crazy. Here we go.
Beautiful in person, just to let you know, yeah.
Just have a freak out after.
Can I get a picture too?
Yeah.
Possibly like a number, if that's fine.
Oh, thank you, love.
I said like a number.
Whose number?
Her
My number? No, that's my man.
Why don't you go Google something, bro?
Oh, I didn't know.
Actually,
Beautiful.
Say, man, I'm gonna be 100 you. That's out of pocket like a motherfucker right there. That's out of pocket. Somebody he really tried Jonathan Major like that, man. Shout out to Jonathan Major for holding on, like not really, crashing out, because these people want them. I hate to say these people, man, that's wild, man. How you gonna play with the boy like that? Play with the homie like that, man? That's crazy. So that's how you get your ass kicked. But like he can't even, like he just getting back on. He just getting them roles again. He's being respectful, being real respectful and everything. But like, man, I gotta look at that again. That's some whole ass shit right there.
Beautiful in person, just to let you know, yeah.
just have a freak out after.
Can I get a picture too? Yeah. Possibly like a number, if that's fine.
Oh, thank you, love.
I said like a number.
Whose number?
Her
My number? No, that's my man.
Hey, it almost came out. That Duncanville almost came out, man. He was, hold on, homie. Man, I wish Selena was here. Man, yeah, he try to play with the homie, man. You be your own kind, man. Yo, yeah, you saw the size of. Hey, hold the fuck up, nigga. Hey, that's my old lady, man. What the fuck? Shout out to Jonathan Major, man. Shout out to Jonathan Major, man. Shit, shout out to him, man. That's crazy. Oh man, yeah, y'all play with the boy like that, man. Oh, that's crazy. So we'll leave that right there. Y'all want to come back to that? We come back to that, but we're gonna leave that right there. Let me check my. That's crazy though. So this is.
Do you actually ever have any kind of sexual relationship at all?
Other news of the day. I haven't watched this, so I'm just gonna rock with it a little bit. It's 4 minutes, so I don't know, man. I don't know where this is going, but yeah, it's rock.
Do you actually ever have any kind of sexual relationship at all? Then?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Did you actually have any kind of sexual relationship with Diddy at all?
No, Diddy and I did not know. Well, Not to my knowledge.
So, what do you mean by that?
The fuck you mean? Not to your knowledge. What the hell? What that's supposed to mean? All right, bet.
Not to my knowledge. I don't. Honestly, I'm questioning a lot of things right now.
What you think?
So not to my knowledge.
Look, I'm gonna be 100, y'all. I'm gonna be 100. Why would you want? Look, man. Why would you want Superhead? Why would you want Superhead to be drunk dealing with you? You can't. Would you kind of want her to be into it because that's her superpower? If that, am I adding this up right? Like her nickname is that. Would you want her to give you the full experience?
I don't think anything right now. I just, not to my knowledge, because honestly.
That's a very strange response, though, to not remember whether you did or not.
Very.
Yeah, isn't it? It is. Yeah, it is. Because honestly, Pierce, before
Look, Mel. She made millions off that name, which is crazy if you think about it. But look, CP3, you might be onto something.
Went through my text again. I hadn't read Confessions in 20 years. I wrote it. It was painful to write. So I never wanted to re-traumatize myself and go through those years again. And think about this. I'm a middle-aged woman at this point. I don't want to.
Oh, I like how you say middle-aged woman. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like that. I see the appeal, but I can't.
Go back into my 20s and see what happened. But in gathering information for this interview here, reading that passage again for the first time in 20 years.
Wait, what? Oh, I got you, Phoenix, I got you.
I questioned a lot of things, like, well, why was he so afraid? And why did he try to, make my boyfriend feel as if I wasn't trustworthy? And
do you think he took advantage of you when you were under the influence of alcohol and drugs?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
But do you fear that's the case now from everything you've read?
Honestly, yes. Given the context, now that I know, because again, I never knew any of these things about him before. So the things that I learned in the trial, I did not know.
You know what? With her history and the whole nine, I'll give her slight props. She's actually aging pretty well. You know what I'm saying? To be to been a confession of a ran through, usually ran throughs be a little bit rougher. She's holding herself together. Props to Corinne on that. Props to that. Black don't crack. She got herself together. I salute to her on that. I'm actually surprised. I thought she'll be, that's a hard life, man, tripping over them dicks like that. That's hard. I mean, we see, yeah, wait, let me shut up.
I never saw that side of him. I did not know. I never understood. And again, in 2005, when I published Confessions, it says I didn't understand why he was so fearful of me, because our time together was pleasant. And I was like,
man, look, she looked like she like that typical mom that come up there and her boy playing football and playing football, basketball. She come on there. She just want to come up there and support and talk to the coach,
Like, wait, what is he so afraid of? What does he not want me to tell? I didn't see anything at that point. At that point, I hadn't seen anything. At that point, we had.
Man, Pinky scares the fuck out of me. That lady scared the fuck out of me. That lady scared the fuck out of me, legitimately. I'm like, I treat her like, you know how you walking down Watts and you see somebody from the hood walking around. I'm like, hey, let me go on the other side. Let me cross the street. She tripping. She tripping. I'm gonna go pop again. You know what I mean?
Thought just a friendly, platonic night together. So
legit, like if nobody knew her, you go to you take Corinne and y'all live in what fucking Idaho or some shit. Nobody gonna know who fucking Superhead is in Idaho. Unless it's a football players or some shit. You going to Boise State games or whatever. But you know, you can go there and y'all can have a nice little decent life. You know, nobody know the the worst or better or whatever. But like yeah, she looked respectful. She'll make she make, she organized the bakery at the church and shit right now. It's crazy. Oh shit! The Idaho potato. Nah, we're gonna have to go to Winnipeg. Fuck it, we're going to Winnipeg, Oh no, Winnipeg. The white boys don't know. God damn, where can't we go? Wyoming.
I was confused.
See, why people don't know Wyoming got like the most OnlyFans models in per square mileage in the country. People don't know that. That's another story.
Then, and 20 years later, I'm confused now. So, to my knowledge, I've never had sex with Sean Combs. We never had that kind of relationship.
But you can't be sure.
Given what we know now, I can't be sure.
And how does that make you feel?
How does that make you feel, Superhead? How does that make you feel?
It saddens me.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Pierce ain't shit.
Yeah, it saddens me, honestly. Yeah, because honestly, during this entire process, I've been shying away from publicity and just letting the trial unfold. I knew things from just being around and people talking, but I didn't know what was going to come out. There's a few things that I saw that without context were strange to me, but I didn't understand them until the trial. And so I've been quiet this whole time, and I disappeared off of social. I just disappeared for the past year waiting for this thing to unfold. In the unfolding of what I believe to be facts, and definitely the testimonies of Cassie and Jane and even some of the men.
Oh shit, Phoenix, you cold. I did say Idaho. That's fucked up. I didn't even think about the Idaho. But shit, hey, go Idaho, go in them woods. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
And then looking back at the text, I'm like, wait a minute.
No social media. Hey, no, we don't. Hey, no social media in this house. God damn it. Peace and quiet, and other things.
Okay, when he said if anything got out, and I'm like, and I remember at the time being so confused, like anything, like what got out? Like nothing happened. We hung out. You were kind. At some point I went to sleep. I don't know when, but I woke up and then we had breakfast and you were kind and I left. Nothing happened. I don't know, Pierce. I feel, and just in the last 24 hours, I question what I thought I knew about my time with him.
You
said her eyebrow went up? That was a little weird. Okay.
Tell in your books romantic relationships with a lot of famous people from that world: Jay-Z, DMX, Van Diesel, Lil Wayne, Method Man, even Bill Maher, LL Cool J, Mr. Carl, and others. You had a lot of famous guys you dated, and who knows what the nature of what happened with Diddy was about. But do you feel that this whole world has now changed?
Woo! I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Shout out to Superhead, man. Hey, it's kind of curious, man. I remember when that tape went around, everybody like, what the? Oh, that's why they call it that. Oh, shit. I remember when that. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. In other news, shout out to Akon. He trying to make Wakanda out here in these streets. So synagogue. Damn, everybody want to hit the motherfucker up. So I'm about to mute this shit. Hold the fuck up. Let me see. Mute. Yeah. Let's see. Let's do that. Yeah, bam. We good. Anyway, new Wakanda inspired city in Africa, which was going to become the real life version of the city from Black Panther, has officially been scrapped. Oh, it's been scrapped. Damn. I didn't see that. I didn't see the scrap part. Excuse me, man. I should have read over this. Phase 1 of the $6 billion futuristic Akon City was set to open in 2026. However, only a single building was made. Oh, that's wild. Senegal granted singer Akon, seriously, singer Akon 136 acres to build the quote-unquote smart city back in 2020 to be a symbol of Africa's future. Only a single building was built. People living on the land were asked to move and promised they will receive money. Akon since been accused of Ponzi scheme and pyramid schemes, and that his Wakanda city was likely a scam, according to his former business partner. Now that the Wakanda, but all this allegedly, by the way, I don't know this to be true. Akon, don't come after my channel or me or whatever. I'm just saying what's going on with the report say. All right, fair use. Now that the Wakanda city is no more, the land will be used for a much smaller project, 1.2 billion tourism development managed by Sapco. So that's the only building they made. Ray, appreciate that, man. Love. Damn, Akon. I don't know, man. It's a little weird, man. Allegedly, I think I gave you. Why is only one building be made? I don't, no telling. That might be fucking copyrighted. That's crazy. Crazy story. Uh, more. Let's see. There's another story. So Temple University is offering a new course about Kendrick Lamar in the fall of 2025. The Kendrick Lamar and the morale of the Mad City. So like this has been a big point. Like you got the Drake fans, the boss, or whatever you want to call them. They're saying that's why college is a scam, and you got a lot of people bigging up it. Of course, everything got to be divisive. You can't just have, oh, that's a cool little gimmick, or that's a cool little class. I won't mind doing that class, whatever. It can't just be that. It got to be the extra on X. Oh man, colleges rip people off and blah blah blah, all that shit. But I think that's dope. The mad rapper. Kids don't rap for average hip hop listener. Niggas need a thesaurus dictionary. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, that I thought that was dope. I believe like a lot of these colleges they had like the history of hip hop. They had like a lot of stuff, like the whole KRS, my philosophy. They had that as a. Oh yeah, I mean you actually got rappers, well they professors now like Jism running whole MIT courses on just like man Jism smart as hell. He doing like astrophysics and all kinds of shit. I believe. I mean he on another level. That's why Jizzle won my. He's like one of my of all time top 5 of all time, just because of the knowledge you get out of that shit. So that that's that with that Tempesaur. Man, this this class gear.
This is it.
This, hey, fuck, I ain't running, nigga. We gonna square up. I feel like I should have said like history. Work the body. Work the body. You got him on the rope. You tired, nigga? That's what you're looking at. You tired, nigga? Oh, man, it's bad. Let this be a lesson. Never punch yourself out. All right? You got. That's why you stick a move. And that's why you punch enough, then you get up out of there. That's a lesson. That's a lesson to learn out of this. See what happens when you punch yourself out? All them haymakers and he ain't failed yet. By the way, I want that Adidas suit just for the classics, you know what I mean? Wash my Jeep or something with it, you know what I mean? Be on some money making mint shit. Oh, you done, nigga? Oh man.
Your best shot. Motherfucker.
Yo, bitch ass. Oh, yeah. Hell. God damn. Hey, I forgot about Jason, New York, man. Goes to New York, man. I forgot about that shit. I need to go watch that gig. Shout out to man Julius, man. Holding down, man. But this should be a life lesson to everybody, right? Don't punch yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Keep the energy, man. You might have to that wasn't really smart of him. He punched himself out. He did work the body and everything. That's cool, but like you gotta kind of read the room. If he's taking your punches, maybe he got something for your ass. So let this be a life lesson. I hope everybody got smart after this video. Speaking of fights, you know what? We have to appreciate. I call this hood figure skating. Routine. So graceful. Look at this art. Oh my God. The court, man, you know what? Man, you gotta appreciate the arts. You gotta appreciate the arts. It was moving. I felt moved. I felt it hit the man, Phoenix. It just moved me. I gotta watch that again. who said the hood couldn't have? You can't find art in the hood. Like you know, you got graffiti sometimes. You know, some people want to tag up the hood and everything. But you might have this like that was just that was in sync. You know, we gained something from this. I feel like we gained something from this. This powerful, man. Powerful art. Oh, by the way, if y'all didn't catch the first part, my mom was okay. We basically she want to be 28. She's 68, want to be 28, and she likes to. She was partying too hard. At the casino and stuff, and didn't want to. Didn't feel like she needed to go to sleep. So basically, it was like sleep deprivation. That's what happened. That's why she had those symptoms. So thanks for the prayers. We kind of laugh at, well, not laugh at the prayers, but laugh at the situation. I'm like, Mama, you gotta. I don't even. I go to sleep even when I'm partying. I like, all right, I gotta give me a good 5 to 6 hours at least if I'm partying. Like she was getting 2 hours of sleep for like 4. She too old for that. So that's really what went down. We spent some time together. She's good. My cut, like everything's good. Put it that way. So thanks for the prayers on that end. And I was supposed to go live Saturday night for my birthday. But I was up there, like I did the little post. I was up there with Mama till like damn near 8, 9 o'clock. Now I'm at my brother's house and shit. We played spades and Uno. I did shots for him, and I didn't like we were talking our shit and everything. I didn't want to put them on live or whatever because people are crazy these days. So yeah, I enjoyed my birthday. Like my old lady bought some nothing but bunk cakes for me and the fam and everything. Which if y'all never had those are so fucking good. I didn't even know they made cookie and cream versions of those now. So that shit hit different. Oh my god, that shit hit so different. So that was that. A little fireworks 4th of July, but like I legitimately just chill with my mama and chill with the fam all last week since that situation happened. So forgive me for I kind of regret not going live on my birthday. I want to see if y'all would have got me drunk. I had a whole bottle of Tito's I bought, like a good $40 bottle. But hey, shit, that night I went 10 shots in on my own. Oh man, I mean, not Tito's, Don Julio. Excuse me, I said Tito's. I don't know why I'm thinking Tito's. Don Julio. Shit, it set my ass down, But yeah, that was cool. That was a fun night. See if there any. So man, it's correct. Like 4th of July, man, especially in Texas. See what's so wild? Like it rained a lot. Like that whole. Man, let me tell you about this. That flood that happened. Right. I don't want to go into some of the reactions, which to me some of the reactions just horrible. But like people like the hill country, especially because if you got hills, you won't have valleys. So Texas, like Central Texas is known for flooding. East Texas is known for flooding because like most of East Texas is forest and everything. And Central Texas is very hilly, like hill country. Like around San Antonio stuff is up and down. Like matter of fact, if y'all don't believe me, go look at some of the Six Flags Fiesta Texas footage. That theme park was actually built in a quarry around hills and stuff. It's known for like having little floods and stuff when it rains so hard. Cause like half of central Texas is like flat land, partially some desert. If you go a little bit out west, then other parts is like real hilly and stuff. And this sad situation, like that could easily in the area that was at, like that's like cabin central. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people do like Airbnbs and everything. And legit that could legit happen anywhere in Texas, and like from North Texas all the way down to Houston. The Houston floods a lot too. So it's a sad situation. And if you go look at how that storm happened, like it was legit just regular light rain, but they just had this one little micro burst that just stuck there. It's similar to what happened last year during 4th of July in Houston, where I was down there for a family reunion, and basically like before the hurricane came, it was a rainstorm that came, and it just sit right on top of Houston for a good 2 days before the hurricane even came. Then when the hurricane came, that's when it was more flooding. So this situation that storm was a remnant of a tropical storm that happened in Mexico. It was like 4 different fronts. Then it just made this one little like micro burst of just a lot of rain, like heavy rain. So that literally can happen at any time in Texas. It's crazy too, because like this summer been very rainy. This summer been very rainy. So that situation can happen anywhere from that area all the way up to Oklahoma. I believe like Oklahoma had areas that was flooding. Not as drastic as that situation was. Okay. So yeah, just pray for them families. I hope everybody. I hope that it was like Pat Green family, a country singer Pat Green. His family, I don't know if his family was missing that situation, because like Pat Green, he's from down that path. It ain't that far away from like Uvalde and like they got like a lot of wineries down there. There's a whole scene down there for like Airbnbs. So I mean I couldn't imagine going down there. Want to go to an Airbnb, then that flood just happened out of nowhere. It happened like at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So like it happened so fast. It was not like, even when you get the warnings, people gonna be asleep. Like sometimes when I get warnings. I have my phone on do not disturb because I'm trying to get my 8 in. You know what I mean? And yeah, you miss them. So I mean, it's literally nothing they could have really done unless they was up and like was understanding the whole situation early. So like people blaming the government. Like, only thing they can really do is say, hey, put the notice out. Now, if somebody got their phone on do not disturb, or they got their phone in the other room, or shit, it's summertime. They like the camps out there too, man. That's a real sad story. I mean, shout out to that. I think it was like one of the camp directors or whatever saved like 125 kids and staff members and stuff. Yeah, it was yeah, man. Good thing about this, man, like I look at stuff like this as a learn. It's a tragedy, of course, but it's like a learning apparatus too. Like it's a learning situation. Like what else could have been done so people be aware and be ready for a situation like that? Like me personally, when I know it's a storm, like it's better be a whole lot of storms happening, I keep my phone off, do not disturb when I'm asleep, just in case. Cause I got daughters, I have a wife. I had to kind of protect the flock type shit, you know. And I've learned how to like read the map, the forecast maps and stuff, the weather maps, and like look at. I sit and learn that stuff. Part of it is part of my job thing. Kind of need to know what's about to happen. It's good to know in general. So that's why I've done personally, because like it's been times where I've woken up to tornadoes, like legit F3s going around the corner type shit, you know. So like, just I hope people just learn like, hey, weather ain't no joke, man. You got to know what's going on. That it could hit you at any time. So I mean, that's really all I got on that. Just hey. So, oh yeah, that's Tuscaloosa, right? CBD, that's Tuscaloosa. Yeah, man. I think the one that went through downtown Fort Worth. Matter of fact, let me find that. Hold up. Oh yeah, I remember this. Let's see.
Cleanup continues in the aftermath of Tuesday's Texas twisters.
Tomorrow marks 25 years since one of the most destructive storms North Texas has ever seen. An EF3 tornado tore through downtown Fort Worth during the height of the evening rush.
It cost hundreds of millions of dollars in damage.
Oh no, I remember what happened. No, I didn't sleep through this one. I was in the hood, right? You remember the CP3? Remember we did a little drive through the hood? I was at that grocery store, right, at Domino's, right by that grocery store, and I was waiting on a pizza. I can never forget this. My mama, I had to drive up there to get a pizza for my mom, right? It was at Domino's. We were eating everything. So I'm waiting on pizza. Then all of a sudden, like, it had to be like 5-ish. It went totally black, like dark. And then next thing you know, we start hearing them winds, but you don't see where the wind, the winds, you feel wind come here and wind come here. It's like swirling. I got my ass in that Domino's. I went outside to look and see what the fuck was going on. I got my ass in that Domino's and we went in that restroom. It literally went right over us and went straight to downtown Fort Worth. If you know how how everything go in downtown. So right now, like one of the nightlife areas in downtown Fort Worth is like Sundance and 7th Street and everything. That's crazy. Hey, crazy. That's crazy. God got a sense of humor, man. That's crazy. But like, so how everything, like, it literally went over us, over pretty much all the east side, all the south side. It landed literally like, they'll tell you.
In just 10 minutes on the ground, Jovan Paniker just spoke with survivors for a look at the lessons learned that day.
Southwest area, but the heaviest part right now is right in Tarrant County.
When you look to the events that shape a city,
this blossomed all at once as the instability caught up with the moist air.
We rarely think about the bad.
A tornado has struck the downtown Fort Worth area.
The tornado of the year 2000.
This was the first direct hit on downtown Fort Worth
that tore through 4 miles of the city.
An amateur photographer has given us video of the actual funnel cloud as it formed.
Its path shown.
Yo, you see that there? That was that light. That's all the west side, right? But like the rest was just dark. It was just like that when they talk about the the storm that happened up there. It might be just like the storm y'all was at. Yeah, but it went straight down through downtown and like all where like the area downtown wasn't like how it is now. Like if y'all been to Fort Worth, if you ever seen like when ESPN come down here for like if there's a national championship game and or like if the Super Bowl was here or whatever, or like the Cowboys in a playoff game and they want to be here on site, they will ESPN will go to Sundance. And Sundance look totally different than what it used to be, and it's the reason why, because the storm went through there.
In destruction.
The damage to downtown Fort Worth is widespread.
Told by the people who live here.
Because it started just west of here.
He saw it by Montgomery Plaza, just taking the cars and like dragging the cars out the way and stuff.
It then crossed the river here.
Literally cut a path through 7th Street to downtown Fort Worth.
And what y'all don't know, like, you're right about that. So, 7th Street back then, like 7th Street now, like that's where a lot of venues at. There's music venues as club scenes. Terry Black's barbecues out there. There's a whole like the little Roma spot. I take my daughter to. There's Eddie V's out there. It's like high end nightlife type of situation. Like in Sundance the same way. Like downtown back then was like if anything was like downtown and Stockyards was really the place to be for like party stuff, like nightlife. 7th Street wasn't nothing like it was now. But when the tornado hit and tore that all up, when they rebuilt it, they made it more of a nightlife thing. Because like you go down there now, that's literally Fort Worth's like Deep Ellum situation.
Ignacio and Fidelina Hernandez are still here 25 years later, the last ones.
No, hijo. Al panteón.
She says the next time we move is to a grave. The tornado decimated their Linwood neighborhood.
So that it was just like a buzzing sound like over and over again.
Ignacio remembers bracing the front door. The pressure of the tornado was overwhelming. It went from an F0 to an F3 within minutes.
I could see the windows out. I could see the drapery flowing in the air.
So all those the Chase building and all those buildings. This is you see? Can you see my mouse? That actually got built afterwards. That's the old Chesapeake Energy building. I forgot what it is now. But all those buildings got fucking wrecked. And that's that is the federal building, the white building. That's the federal building for Worth.
Papers up in the air, and that's when I knew we really had a problem.
Kent Worley is a retired fire lieutenant. He went 2 days without sleep, managing the crisis.
There was a lot of glass, a lot of bricks.
We were inside the building when the glass started popping out.
Mayor Kenneth Barr will hold a press conference updating the state of the city.
There was debris everywhere, glass and falling glass.
Yeah, they shut down all downtown for that.
Kenneth Barr was the Fort Worth mayor.
We're going to want to make sure the downtown area is safe before people are allowed to.
See that? See, that was the first time the tornado actually went through downtown. So, because it's a tornado going through a city is pretty rare if you think about it. Because a city gonna have more. Like for example, you got all the buildings there. It's gonna kind of dissuade like the winds, then like the heat of the car, like vehicle is going to generate heat and everything. So tornadoes usually benefit from. Oh yeah, I know they would. I know, but like you doing downtown cities that's rare. That is very fucking y'all. Tuscaloosa, that was F5. Y'all, hey. It don't matter if you was in the tub or not. Like if you were overground, yeah, it was a chance you weren't gonna make it.
Bank One Tower was in tatters.
The Cash America building.
The damage is on all 4 sides of this building.
Calvary Cathedral, completely torn up.
Can we go down here, officer? No, sir, you can't. It's a restricted area.
We actually had to close the downtown area to all traffic for several days.
The Emergency Operations Center.
He led round-the-clock updates and made not-so-easy decisions.
I was absolutely amazed at the city's ability to ramp up and respond.
24-year-old Ashlyn Dickens.
There were 2 confirmed deaths.
Howard Douglas Thornton, their fallen father.
You know, what's the chances of it being my dad, you know?
This is Sundance Square.
To this day, he thinks it's a miracle more people didn't die.
And this happened right during rush hour. Like this storm came around, I want to say 5:30, 6 o'clock. Oh, F5, Tuscaloosa was a bad motherfucker, man. I was talking about, like, you know, how tornadoes just come out of nowhere down here in some cases. Tuscaloosa's, and that was a horrible one.
But if you want to see the power of a tornado, these bent steel beams that once held up a billboard are still here.
It's artwork now.
Speaking of artwork,
Of course, the spurs, because this is Cowtown. Some people say that we have maybe an omen to scare tornadoes away in the future. So we're hoping that works.
Mark and Jill Freer had this commissioned by a local artist.
I hope it works.
For their Linwood neighborhood.
Well, I feel like this is Tornado Alley. It was a very scary day.
You can see these homes here
These neighborhoods are not the same.
are devastated.
Fort Worth is not the same. The tornado was on the ground for 10 minutes.
Entire window pane.
That went through. Hey, what they just showed right there, that was a part of the jail, the county jail.
Panes falling from the Bank One building.
The crisis response would last weeks,
Fort Worth truly looks like a battle zone tonight.
but it would take months to get back to normal and years to build back what the tornado took.
I think this will be in Fort Worth's history books for a long time.
I'm just glad you're okay.
I don't think it'll ever soak in. I think we'll always remember this.
The events that shape
Storms really blossom. There they come.
a city.
And the rest is history now, as we've talked about all the damage and destruction that took place.
In Fort Worth,
Yeah, that shit right there. Oh, damn, look, bam. It came up right.
Massive.
There it freaking is.
Destructive.
I can't even recognize this place.
Deadly.
Hey, are people okay? I don't know.
This is the EF4 tornado that hit Tuscaloosa 10 years ago. Two friends captured it as it crossed 5920.
We don't know if this thing can change directions.
You can see the rotation clearly.
crazy.
On video, it looks like it's turning slowly, but actually it's moving very fast.
There's 2 of them.
And there's so much spin, you can see what appears to be small arms or tendrils rotating separately.
Oh my God.
This tornado is as strong as an EF4 can get. In it,
You can see huge debris.
and spinning around it, lots of debris.
Yeah,
From a
I'm seeing this. I remember seeing this. Cause like what's called the Missouri one was like right around the corner from that. I think it was the next year or some shit, right?
distance, it looks small, but it's not. There are likely roofs, walls, even cars flying through the air.
Oh my God. That thing is destroying everything.
Wow, just amazing video. And again, it just the devastation you see.
Right. And one of the reasons that we put the WVTM-13 live Doppler where it is really looking back at the path of those tornadoes. It's located in.
What really mess up, y'all got flat land too, because like a lot of the big, it's a common denominator with like the big, like EF from EF, because even with the EF 3 that hit downtown Fort Worth, right? Fort Worth today and Fort Worth back then is 2 different Fort Worths, you know? Yeah, that shit crazy. The closest I've seen something like that, I think it's Lancaster. Yeah, I think it's this one. No. It might have been the 90s. Yeah, that tore up like Lancaster now, and Lancaster back then was nothing but like pretty much trailer parks and just it was like country. Lancaster now, that's Lancaster and like City Hill, that's like black excellence now. Like they got the bread out there now, you know. No, I ain't trying to top what you're saying. I'm just saying talking about tornadoes, man. That was a crazy tornado though, real shit. Ain't going with that. But yeah, using those flat land tornadoes is a motherfucker, man. Because especially got the trees involved, the whole nine. You know what I mean? So then that's a. Oh yeah, link pin. Y'all want to come up? I don't got too much else to talk about. Let me see what's going on. Oh, I didn't mean do that. Oh shit. Oh no. I don't want to show. I can't show this. Oh, man. I'm looking for more stories if I can find something else, or if I can't.
He said, "Hey, what's up? Hey."
Motherfuckers. Glenn Rice on the, oh damn. You running hooks? Yeah, hey, it did 2 hour hour and 20 minutes. Well, I'm tripping. Oh yeah. This news. In 2K26, they play Andrew Reese on the WNBA version, well not version game, but the edition of the game. That actually looked. Damn, they did pretty good on the rendering. Okay. Yeah, I'll probably all right, that's funny. That's funny. You know, I gotta watch this again before I leave. This part, and I got one more little funny thing to watch. So moving. Oh yeah, I'm saving that. I'm gonna say that just for, and then I think that is kind of funny.
If there's nothing wrong with me, maybe there's something wrong with the universe. If there's nothing wrong with me, maybe there's something wrong with the universe.
That's crazy. All right. Anybody don't want to show up? I'm about to make a move, man. I gotta eat. Like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate everybody that showed up. Peace.